Welcome into Golden State Warriors today, or should I say tonight, just fresh off a Game 1 victory over the Dallas Mavericks, 112-87. Golden State was up 9 at the half, and then a dominant third quarter put this game away for good as Golden State cruised to a 25-point victory. 7 players in double figures for the Warriors, led by Steph Curry's 21. He also grabbed 12 rebounds. Andrew Wiggins had a big first half, 15 in the first half, cooled off after halftime, but the damage was mostly done. Jordan Poole chipped in 19 off the bench, and I think a big part of this game is Luka Doncic had 18 points at the half, held to just 2 in the second half, probably his worst half of basketball in these playoffs. Golden State was able to frustrate him a little bit, and once he, kind of started turning the ball over in that third quarter, making mistakes, Golden State really cruised from there. They got some transition buckets and really dominated tonight in a Game 1 victory, 112-87. So we'll break this one down. We'll take a look at some individual performances, and then we'll get you guys ready for game number 2. Grade the Warriors' performance in Game 1, A, B, C, D, or F. I mean, it's going to be hard to not say an A. You won a 25-point victory in the playoffs, especially in a Western Conference Finals game. Good performance. Get your grades in A, B, C, D, or F. Golden State was dominant tonight. I thought Dallas was matching their energy early in this game, especially the first 5-7 minutes. It was really back and forth. Both teams were moving the basketball well. And then Dallas stopped hitting shots. Golden State kept hitting shots, and that was really it. Golden State led 54-45 at halftime. Dallas kind of hung around. It felt larger than that. And then in the third quarter, the Warriors went on an early 10-2 run to go up 17 and never looked back. Steph Curry started making a few shots, hit a couple of threes there in that third quarter. How about grabbing 12 rebounds? Look at him flex. That's what he was doing tonight. Also had 21 points on 7 of 16 shooting. And I think if you're the Warriors, while you played well, it's not like you shot the lights out of it, especially from three-point range, so you got to be feeling really good moving forward. Just looking at the box score real quick, 10 of 29 from 3. That's nothing special if you are Golden State. Now, you can't expect Dallas to go 11 for 48 from 3 again. I mean, they just kept jacking them up, and they would not go in. Dallas has been a great three-point shooting team here in the playoffs, so if you're the Warriors, I think you have to expect more of those are going to go in, so you got to keep playing well if you're Golden State, but great start, right, for Dub Nation to go up 25. You're back on the big stage. You haven't been on this stage in a few years, but I think that's something else that stood out to me tonight as well. This Warriors group, especially the core players, they've been here. They've done that. Dallas, while Luka Doncic is very good and they got some dudes on that team, they haven't been there and done that, and that showed in Game 1. We'll see how the Mavericks adjust in Game 2, and if you're the Warriors, just keep staying the course. And look, if you get 20 or so points per game from Andrew Wiggins in this series, you're going to be in good shape. He was 7 of 10 at one point, I think 6 of 9 in the first half, cooled off in the second half, but still gave you 19 points, 5 rebounds. Jordan Poole gave you 19 off the bench. So for those two to combine for 38, if that continues, that's going to be a good recipe, because you know Steph's going to, on most nights, give you 20+. Clay's going to have better games than he had tonight, by the way. I think he only had, just looking real quick, he heated up a little bit, gave you 15 points, but you know he'll have a few 20+ point games. They spread the ball tonight. 24 assists for Golden State as well. This was fun. There was a few moments in this game where this was vintage Warriors, where maybe they're swinging it around the perimeter, then they find a cutter backdoor for a lay-in, or Steph's taking a crazy three and it's going in. This was fun to watch. They were in their bag tonight. The Warriors really, really came to play, set the tone early. It was good to see Steve Kerr back on the sidelines after missing a couple of games in the last series due to COVID-19. He's locked in. He's ready to go. So it was dominant. You could not ask for much more in this Game 1 victory if you are Golden State, as they win it 112-87. And I hope that you joined us for our live watch party. If you didn't, join us next time. We'll probably do a watch party later in this series. But also, help us get to 30,000 subscribers. We're less than 700 away as we sit at 29,301. Whether it's myself or Chase Sr., we'll have you guys covered with the latest Warriors news, rumors, free agency, draft stuff. Also, playoff coverage, of course, here on the channel, youtube.com/WarriorsTV. Help us reach 30,000 subscribers. Now, you look at Luka Doncic, who obviously is the engine of the Dallas Mavericks. Golden State did a good job. He was 6 of 14 at one point, missed his final 4 shots, started to settle for threes, only went 3 of 10. You'll live with that number with the way he's been playing. He had 18 points in the first half, just 2 points after halftime. He also had, let me check here, 7 turnovers, so he started to get frustrated, had a poor third quarter, and that's kind of when the Mavericks started to fold a little bit. If you frustrate Luka Doncic, he's an emotional player, and those emotions were showing. He felt like he got fouled a few times, didn't get those whistles, and, guys like Draymond feed off that stuff, right? Like, they can, smell blood in the water, and they were able to do that tonight. If Luka's not going, the Mavs, they're not going to win games. I expect him to play better. I think the Warriors should expect him to play better. Warriors fans, you should expect him to play better because historically he has been great in the playoffs. He wasn't good tonight, though. It's one of the worst playoff games I've seen him play, but expect some big adjustments and better production in Game 2 from Jason Kidd, from Luka Doncic, and really from the role players as well. I mean, just looking at it real quick, Dorian Finney-Smith, 2 of 6. Reggie Bullock, 4 of 12. Dwight Powell, 1 of 2. Jalen Brunson, 6 of 16, and that's after starting 3 of 12. Spencer Dinwiddie was pretty good off the bench, 5 of 11, 17 points, but overall, no one had a great game for Dallas. A lot of that's credit to the Warriors. A lot of missed shots for Dallas as well. You got to figure that's going to regress back to the mean a little bit in game number 2. So who was your game 1 MVP? Hard to pick one guy. Steph was good. Wiggins was the first half MVP, but he wasn't great in the second half. Jordan Poole was good off the bench. Let us know in the comments who your Game 1 MVP was. We've mentioned it earlier, but we'll show Jordan Poole's full stats here. Really efficient, 8 of 12, 19 points, and that's going 1 of 4 from 3, so he was 7 for 8 from 2-point range, so that was good to see as he kind of finished that Grizzlies series, I should say, a little bit cold in those final 3 games. So to see him have an efficient night, I think is important for Golden State because he's not the best defender, so when he's playing, you need him to score, and he was able to put in 19 points off the bench tonight in 26 minutes. So that was good efficiency, good production for Jordan Poole. So there you go. That's kind of just some instant reaction to Game 1 as Golden State kind of dominated. The Mavs hung around for a half, but third and fourth quarter, all Golden State in a 112-87 final there. Game 2 set for Friday night. I believe tip-off at the same time. Let me just check real quick. Pulling it up here. Yep. It's going to be 8 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock on the West Coast for those of you in the Bay, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. I think those will be the start times for most games in this series. Golden State wins 112-87. Game 2, 6 o'clock Friday night on the West Coast. All right, appreciate you guys for watching tonight. Who you got in game number 2? Type DAL for the Mavericks, type GSW for the Warriors. Dub Nation looking good tonight. We'll see what happens in game 2.